Welcome to our Fjallraven Kanken Backpack review. I have no idea how to pronounce this, no idea. But what I do know is that Fjallraven is an absolute beast of a brand. They're global, they're everywhere. I can't go 10 minutes walking on the street without somebody wearing one of these packs. And as a backpack reviewer, I really wanna know what all the hype's about. So I'm gonna tear this thing apart and let you know how it functions, how it feels, and if it's worth the price tag. I'm Aaron, this is Nomads Nation. If you love backpack and gear reviews, you should definitely subscribe. Let's talk about Fjallraven. All right, so let's talk about the gist of this thing. So obviously, we know that these bags are super trendy, okay? It's got that cute yet super minimalist and timeless look to it. And I personally suspect that the aesthetic is going to be the most important part along with the branding, but we'll see if the functionality is up to par as well. These materials, I don't know exactly what it is. It's got like a denim sort of a feel to it, like a plasticky, denim-y sort of a fusion. Should be good for water resistance. Some nice stitching on the handles, brass hardware. But the minimalism is not just in the aesthetics, the design, but it's actually in like the actual build of the pack. There's not a lot going on. We got one pocket in the front here, two side pockets, and then we got a main compartment with only like a back panel / laptop sleeve, and that's it. Which makes this easily one of the most minimalist backpack designs that I've ever seen. I decided to go with the powder blue color, but I'm sure as you know that Fjallraven has a bajillion color options available. I think it's one of their biggest marketing angles is all the earthy tones and the muted colors that they have available. The colors look great. And then on the back, we've got a pretty simple situation here. Interesting brass hardware connects the shoulder straps at the top. And then it's sort of in like a tote-like structure, so you can carry it in tote mode, but also obviously you've got backpack mode as well. Carrying it in tote mode seems pretty comfortable. I mean, it's not much padding here. I would like to have seen a bit more padding, just in case you got this thing really packed out and it's super heavy. And then for the comfort of wearing it as a backpack, we'll discuss that in the back section of the review. This version of the Kanken is also 16 liters, which is great for an everyday carry, and it weighs 300 grams. And finally, for the price, this one ran me about 95 USD. Looking at the Fjallraven website though, there's a lot of different sort of variations of this bag and different color options and materials, and the price can vary depending on those variations, anywhere from like 80 to 140 US dollars.
Hey guys, I want to interrupt this review real quick to tell you about something freaking awesome that we're doing on Nomads Nation. You see, obviously on this channel, we love backpacks. And I thought to myself, Aaron, why don't we make our own backpack? And that's exactly what we're doing. Not only though are we making our own backpack, we are documenting the entire process on the Nomads Nation YouTube channel. So if that interests you, what I recommend you doing is going down in the description to the second link. And that link will bring you to our email list, AKA our inner circle. If you're a part of the inner circle, which is totally free by the way, you get to not only get behind the scenes content about the development, the design, the prototyping of the pack, but you also get to vote on some of the key features. It's some next level transparency. I couldn't be more excited about the project, and I hope to see you in the email list. Second link in the description, go check it out.
All right, let's dissect the front of the Fjallraven Kanken. The first thing that you notice probably with this bag is, or with any Fjallraven product, is the logo, right? This logo is iconic. Fjallraven was one of the first companies to sort of incorporate sustainability into their branding. They had a campaign in the 90s to save the Arctic fox, hence this cute little guy right there. I will say though, the aesthetic of this backpack from the front perspective looks great. How you've got sort of the backpack mode playing with the tote mode, these more denim-y materials bouncing off of this like webbed sort of a nylon material. It flows really well, and then the placement of the logo right there, it's very symmetric. It's very aesthetically pleasing. We got these two guys down here, which I'll be honest, I don't think they serve any functional purpose. Normally you might see like an external lash point here so you can clip something to the bottom of your bag, but there's no real lash point. I think it's merely for aesthetic. For access to the main compartment, you have this flap right here, which hides the zipper, which I think has two benefits. The first is that it helps the aesthetic. right? You don't want like the zipper teeth sort of like popping out. You do this, it just has a little bit more of a mature and cleaner look. But also more functionally and more importantly is it helps to keep it water resistant. These zippers have no PU coating, they are not water resistant, so this flap just means that if it's raining, the rain is less likely to hit the zips and therefore less likely to go inside your actual bag. It does not make this bag waterproof, it does not make it even that weather durable, but it's better than nothing. Finally, let's finish up the front by talking about the front pocket. This cute little thing. Basic front pocket, no additional internal organization. The zippage is pretty smooth. Speaking of the zipper, are you brand? Nope, no brand zipper, but it is branded with the Fjallraven logo. We'll show you exactly what the bag looks like packed out at the end, but it's got enough expansion as to where you can fit, beefier bits of gear. But if you don't have much in there, the pocket sort of compresses a little bit and it gives the bag a nice clean look. Okay, now let's talk about the middle of the Fjallraven Kanken Backpack. We'll start with the tote handles. Like I said, I could have used a bit more padding here. I do like how you can neatly organize the tote handles with this guy right here, a little brass buckle. Seems like a quality buckle. Easy to snap, easy to unsnap. Nice little branding there with the adorable Arctic fox. On the top, nothing to discuss. The bottom, nothing to discuss. But on the sides, we got two pockets. Now, normally I would not call these side pockets, I would call them water bottle holders. But I don't know if you can actually qualify these as water bottle holders. So I got a Columbia water bottle right here, pretty normal sized water bottle. My reflexes are impeccable today. 22 ounces, and it doesn't even fit. Now the good thing is though, some water bottles can fit, but I just would have preferred if there was some sort of maybe expansion material just so a larger or normal sized water bottle could fit in there. Or these pockets can be used for other things. Put your shades on one side, an umbrella on the other side. They're still functional. Let's get inside the main compartment. 2 zips, non-PU coated, but that means it's actually really simple to open. That's a really nice experience actually. Let's pack it out, see what it looks like. All right, so I got a bunch of like everyday carry stuff. Let's pack the Kanken out and just sort of get a feel for how it works. One thing to note is that like with the lack of pockets, like your smaller bits of gear, like wires and stuff that like in another bag I would put in like little pockets distributed throughout the bag, you're not gonna have that option. So I'd recommend maybe having like some sort of organized tech case where everything is nice and clean in there. This is the Peak Design tech pouch. Put that at the bottom. Water bottle on the side, reusable tote, moleskin sweater, laptop. Then we'll just throw some stuff in the front as well. Headphones, portable battery, keys and a pen, glasses on one side, umbrella on the other. Kaboom, it's loaded up. I like that a lot. So as you can see with the main compartment, it's pretty beefy. It can hold a lot of stuff. But let me unload the bag so I can then unload my feelings onto you for what I absolutely hate about this main compartment. This thing. When I first opened this bag, I thought that this thing was garbage, like just something that they put in the packaging to sort of, keep it straight and to keep its shape, but it's actually a seat pad. This seat pad stored inside the back pocket keeps contents from pressing against the back while also make sure a comfortable rest is never far away. I mean, at this price point, a solution like this as back padding is kind of laughable. Don't get me wrong, I see the value in being able to insert it and remove it, but we're talking about like price value here, and at $100 US or around there, this is just not something I'm crazy about. And a few more notes about this back pocket. You don't have to put your laptop in there, you can put anything in there, but if you are traveling with your laptop, I'd say on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, how is this to carry your laptop? It's like a 2 or a 3. There's no padding in the main compartment. There's no padding on the back panel, so your laptop, there's nothing to protect it. And then finally, there's no false bottom. A false bottom means the end of the laptop would maybe come to here, right? So your laptop would lay right there, which means if you drop your bag, your laptop's not gonna take the brunt of that fall. Let's talk about the back of the Fjallraven Kanken Backpack. Pretty minimalist, certainly aesthetically pleasing, really clean, but in terms of comfort, it's not going to be a great experience. Two reasons for this. The comfort of a backpack is determined by the shoulder straps and the back itself. So with the shoulder strap, it's just two basic nylon bands. They look really nice. They got a trendy sort of a vibe to them, but there's not really a lot of padding. And I know what you might be thinking, you're like, Aaron, but there's two of them. That's additional padding. Well, truth be told, I don't even know if you can wear the back. No, you can't wear the backpack like that. It has to be unbuckled, so you can wear it like this. Now you can see these straps are pretty thin. Usually thin straps aren't the most comfortable. It's fine if the bag's light like it is right now. You know, it's just, there's nothing there. There's nothing really going on. But when this bag is packed out, the thinner shoulder straps are gonna like sort of cut into you a little bit more. But the nice thing about shoulder straps like this is it's super light and breezy. This is light. I mean, if this thing isn't packed out, I'm cool with the way that this feels, but it's when you're packing it out, it's gonna not be as great of an experience. Which leads me to part number two about the comfort and the back in general is the back padding, of which on this backpack, there is none. It's sort of in line with the price point, but I would have liked something at this price point. Oh wait, no, I forgot, they gave you the padding with this. They got it covered, guys. They gave me the foam. I'm okay. And don't get me wrong, the foam will certainly help. I'd rather have it than not have it. I like how the stitching is like reinforced in multiple locations here. They didn't have to sort of do this design that they did, but it definitely enhances the durability, so I like what's happening there. Then finally, we got the buckles on the bottom here. What kind of buckles? Ooh, Woojin. Woojin makes really good buckles, so these should also stand the test of time. Let's talk about the pros and the cons of the Fjallraven Kanken Backpack. Pro number one is the iconic look. I mean, this is a timeless design. This thing ain't going out of style anytime soon. Building on top of that, pro number two is just sort of the clean and minimalist design. And pro number three is I do love me a backpack that can also be doubled up as a tote, and going into tote mode is very functional because you can clip the straps right there for a cleaner tote carrying experience. But let's talk about the cons. Con number one. This bag is grossly overpriced. So much so that it's borderline a ripoff. But listen, at the end of the day, your money is your money. You can do whatever the heck you want with it. And if you're down to spend $100 on this bag, it's probably because you just like it. And the brand speaks to you because you find that it expresses who you are. That's great, because who am I to judge? Like, I spent like tens of thousands of dollars on tattoos that have no functional purpose whatsoever. But they just express who I am, and it makes me happy. And if that's the way that you feel about this bag and you don't mind getting a little ripped off and not having a great carrying experience because this brand and this whole vibe is what you're going after, do more power to you. No judgment. Con number two is it's not gonna be a very comfortable carrying experience with the shoulder straps and with the lack of a back panel. And con number three, bummer about these water bottle holders. Like, that express my anger with these things? So maybe you're sitting there and you weighed out the pros and the cons and you're thinking to yourself, Aaron, I'm gonna get one. I want one. More power to you, friend. If you do end up purchasing one, we ask that you use the first link in the description. That link makes sure that you get the best price, and it also helps to support our Nomads Nation YouTube channel. Thank you so much. But let's say you're still here, you're not quite sold, you want a backpack that gives you a little bit more bang for your buck. I got a couple of alternative recommendations. Alternative number one is going to be the Day Owl backpack or the Day Owl Slim backpack. This is for you if you really wanted Fjallraven to sort of support a company that takes eco-friendliness and sustainability seriously. Day Owl does what Fjallraven does, but like times a bajillion. They're one of the most eco-friendly companies that I know of, and their backpacks kick ass. To learn more about Day Owl backpacks, take a look in the description and we'll put links to both the Day Owl backpack and the Day Owl Slim backpack below. My second alternative recommendation is gonna be for you if you were interested in the Fjallraven Kanken because you love the tote backpack 1-2 punch that's going on. So if that's what you're looking for, but you want something like next level, like a real serious backpack, check out the Wandrd Prvke. Wandrd makes great bags. I love the aesthetic and the functionality of the Prvke, and it's especially awesome for photographers. To learn more about the Wandrd Prvke, take a look down yonder and you'll find a link to our full review. And finally, alternative recommendation number three is if you were considering the Fjallraven because you thought it would be a good hiking bag, so check out the Able Carry Daily 13 backpack. It's not too pricey. I think it's around 150 USD. Great for hiking, Cool vibe, super minimalist, and you can find a link to our full review of the Able Carry Daily 13 in the description below. If you're still here and you found this review useful, the best way to let us know is just to tap the like button. That lets us know we're doing a good job, and more importantly, it lets the YouTube robots algorithm thing know that we're doing a good job. And let me know, like, what do you think about the Kanken? Was I being a little too harsh on it? I didn't mean to be mean. I'm just trying to make sure you don't, waste your money. If you own one of these bags, let me know what your experience has been like. Maybe I'm coming from too much of a hardcore backpack perspective. Maybe for the average Joe, this gets the job done. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll see you next time.
Fjallraven.
Fjallraven.